Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat anything we want. But, mostly celebrity news, reality TV, Jeff Lewis Live, all the things. How are you? I see a bunch of you commenting already on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much. If you are on YouTube, please take a second, hit the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. The more you comment, the more you tap the screen on TikTok, the more you hit the hearts on Instagram, it just helps my engagement in the algorithm. And I really, really, really appreciate it. It's just a free way to help me. So I really appreciate it. Yes. Hey, Michael and Mary Kate and Kay Kitty and Dee, Cecile, Bev, how are you? My thumbs up showing. I'm hitting the thumbs up, but it doesn't register that this happened maybe once before. So weird. Hello, Elle. Elle says, really missing Jeff. I mean, hey, Sarah, Jeff Lewis, just give us a tiny little post. I mean, it doesn't have to be Monroe, but, him and Tom laying by the pool or him and his son Shane hanging out, it would be a little bit nice, right? But that's just not the celebrity that we follow. Like, he's just not that guy. Anyways, okay. So as you know, Jeff Lewis is on vacation in Hawaii on spring break with his son, Shane, and his boyfriend, Brogan, and then his dad, Tom, and his dad's wife, Claudia, and then his daughter, Monroe. So he will be back Monday having a live show. I forget who was on. I feel like Kristen Takeman is one of them, and I cannot remember who else. Anyways, but real quick, because y'all, my DMs, I've shared this so many times, or at least a couple of times before, but y'all really want to know what I was talking about yesterday. So, this is April. Last summer, I went for my regular dermatology checkup to make sure all my skin is good, because I do have very fair, freckled skin. I'm a natural redhead, so I have to get all my checkups in. And I had this little piece of skin that kept like drying off and flaking off and then coming back, flaking off. So I told the doctor about it. Of course, she noticed it too. Anyways, this is what she prescribed. But not only did this compounded medicine, so it's kind of weird. You open it. Can you see this on YouTube? I didn't have this. Hold on. TikTok. I need to put it where a screen is seeing on everything. So basically, it's a lid, and then underneath, you push it up, okay? So I'm almost done with this one, and they've already refilled the prescription and mailed it to me. But let me tell you what it's called, because this is great for your skin. So if your dermatologist or your pharmacy can make this up for you, put it on as often or as seldom as they recommend for you personally. The way I used this medicine, this was to eat up any precancerous skin cells. So the fact that this piece went away proved to my dermatologist, without having to take a biopsy of it, since it was on my face, she would rather not take a biopsy of it and leave a scar. Since in like 6 weeks when I went back, it had cleared it up. That means it was precancerous. But she said I can also keep putting this on my face, on my neck, and on my chest, because it also just kind of eats away skin cells, but it definitely clears up precancerous. So you want to be very noticeable of this. So y'all were DMing me. Okay. Fluororacial 5%, calcipotriene 0.005% cream is what it says. I'll take a better picture of this because I forgot to put this on Instagram. I kept copying and pasting the name of it, and because I'd written it out, but let me spell it for you. FLUOROURACIL 5%, CALICIPOTRIENE 0.005% cream. Okay, so compounded medication. This is what I was talking about on Thursday's podcast about the precancerous cells that it ate up, but also it was a prescription for me. So I have no idea how compounded pharmacies work. For our For our dermatology stuff that have to come from a compounded pharmacy, they always get mailed to us. It's about 45 minutes away, but they always mail it to us. But they do go through insurance and all that. So, Christina says, what SPF do I use? They've done lots of studies. Nothing above, I think it's 30, but definitely nothing above 50 helps. You have to reapply. So all those numbers, when you see, 70 SPF 100, I've even seen, it's a matter of what you will use. So I personally like all the sprays that have come out lately. I think it's so easy to spray my face. I feel like it gets everywhere. I just kind of hold my breath and spray everywhere, spray my chest. But when you're out on a beach or somewhere really windy, then the sprays don't work so well because it's just going to blow away in the air. And Lord knows a can of, sunscreen is $10 now. So you don't want to be spraying that away. So to me, it's really whatever you know that you're going to end up using. Now, when my kids were really little, the oxide, the little stick, there's a zinc oxide that's literally like nothing is penetrating that. I don't feel like we would put that underneath their eyes and then their nose because that way it didn't rub off so easily. But to me, it's all about reapplying. You know what I mean? But I'm really bad. I will be honest with you. I did go on about a 15-minute walk. I had to come home because I had to go potty. Not TT. Anyways, so I had to come home for that, but I didn't have any sunscreen on. I had sunglasses on, but usually I do spray myself or I have a big hat on. So I just kind of wanted a little bit of sunshine today, and I knew my walk was only going to be 30 minutes maximum. So yeah. Oh, Gretchen says, I do use that cream, but it comes in a tube. It's a really great product. Okay, so it can come in a tube also. Like I said, I've never had a container like this before. Putting it on all three of the cameras. If I do this, then it hits all three cameras. But this one just opens up right here. And then it's very soft. This feels, when it goes on, it feels like, what do you call those things? The thing you put before, like a facial, feels very buttery, very powdery. You can very much feel the lotion, but it's just a regular, I'll squeeze some up. It's just a regular little cream lotion. If you can see that, it's clear, whatever. And then you wash it. So I sleep in this and then I wash it off. So in general, I think she told me I could do it like once a week. Now that I'm just doing kind of maintenance for it. But at the time, I really had to focus on this spot and put it there. So Cecile says, I like the Neutrogena face shield. Is that sunscreen also? Oh, I'll bet. Christina says Korea has some of the best skincare. I bet. They're a lot of Koreans, their skin is beautiful, beautiful. Anyways, wash your face. Anyways, okay, if you follow me on Instagram or if you joined us yesterday or listened to the podcast, you know that I went out for a big birthday dinner last night. It was so fun. I posted pictures of what I had. I had this, we'd never gone to this place before. It was in Houston. Weights and Measures was the name of it, but I had this watermelon tomato salad that was so good. Like nobody ordered it at our table. Like I think there was 11 of us. I think there was either 11 or 12 of us that went. Anyways, nobody ordered this salad. So everybody was like, oh my God, what is that? That looks great. It was like layer upon layer. It had mozzarella, it had watermelon, had balsamic vinaigrette, had green pesto, obviously tomatoes. I think that's about it. Was so good. And then I got I'm trying to eat healthy, right? So when you go to a restaurant, no matter what, first of all, the portions are so huge. It's really hard to eat a normal or what a normal portion should be. But finding something healthy is really hard to do. And, you look like a little nerd, like, everybody else is like getting pizzas and they got this, a lot of people, I think 5 or 6 of them ordered this salmon on top of like rice and quinoa that looked really good. Anyways, someone next to me got a Caesar salad and added salmon. It looked so good. So anyways, and then people were getting dessert. The restaurant brought out dessert to me and my friend. She brought out a carrot cake with a candle on it. So that was cute. Although I don't love carrot cake. Anyways, but it was so good. I forgot what I was gonna tell y'all about that. We go to get the bill. They had added a 23% tip because it was a party of 6 or more, and I'm like, "Dang, I thought it used to be like 18 to 20%." This restaurant was 23%, of course, that they added, so anyways, I love that wait, it's the first? Oh, home game. Mary Kate says, "I love you, but I gotta get back to my first Red Sox home game. Enjoy your weekend all." Well, go Red Sox. I hope they win. Oh my goodness. Okay. I know Lisa will be excited, although she's a big women's basketball fan. The NCAA, I guess, is tomorrow night, a bunch of games. So I will be watching that with a bunch of friends and my husband, but I don't even know who's playing. Like, no inkling, no care in the world. I'll just be hanging out, you know, eating and what have you. So I am trying to eat healthy though, but today I just had an ice cream. What is the brand? It's an ice cream. I've got 2 different kinds in the freezer. And the way I know this weight loss shot is working is because I haven't devoured all of them, right? My problem was portion control and also not eating healthy. So there are these low carb, carb something ice creams. So it tells you like the sugars, the added sugars, the carbs, the fiber, whatever. But anyways, I just had one that was 150 calories. So trust me, the fact that I didn't eat 2 of them is a really good idea. Wait, what's going to happen? Michael says, any idea what we should be stocking up on due to the tariffs? Like things are going to cost more? Is that what you mean? Does that go into effect today? Yasso. They might be Yasso brand. No, Yasso is this other brand that I get. And then Clio bars are these Greek chocolate, raspberry with dark colored chocolate that I like too. Oh my gosh. I mean, I love ice cream so much for sure. But I feel like I have something Yasso in there also. I can't remember. Kind has frozen bars? Wait, I actually did not know this. Jen Helen says, I really like the Kind frozen bars. It has a good amount of fiber. Well, I always need the fiber. I mean, the fiber is why I had to turn around on my walk early today. So my little Linzess, my little $14 a day prescription. Yes, you heard me right. A day after insurance, after the coupon. Linzess is no joke. But they lowered my prescription, the milligrams, and it's basically not working at all. So I definitely have to go back up on the other one. But it's $1,400, $1,400 or $1,600 for a 90-day supply. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I'm trying to wait that out, but I did find 2 expired laxatives in a bottle, the bottom of a bottle. So I did take those and they started working within a couple hours. So I was on my walk and I was like, oh, I need to turn around. So, not to talk politics, but let's just talk practical life in the US and the way that these tariffs might be affecting us besides our 401k. Like I said, don't go look at that. Y'all are saying, don't stock up on anything. Christina says, make a vegetable garden, buy lots of toilet paper. Tariffs are an actual cost of goods, not retail prices. Well, won't they just turn that around? Because they got to make a percentage. They got to make the same percentage. Michael says, my San Pellegrino water is going to go up 20%. Gosh. The goods that are tariffed will increase the retail prices. Yeah, I would think so, right? Anyways, okay. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, but I'm going to take that off, that big fat bubble of like subscribe and hit the whatever. Coffee. Well, I think coffee's already expensive. Goodness. Mike O'Reilly says, yeah, we're going to be paying. Trust me, we are going to be paying for it. Also, not really political, but a friend of mine that I've known since elementary, adore her so much. She is an elementary school teacher, or not elementary. Duh, she's high school teacher. Anyways, she's a high school teacher in Texas, and she obviously follows all the laws and everything that's coming in. I guess Texas just passed this bill to give private school vouchers. So how that's going to affect the schools and taxpayer money going to the private school vouchers. So I don't know. She posted on Facebook and got me all worried about that. And then I was like, I mean, it's going to affect everyone eventually, right? But my last kid is a freshman in high school. So this is going to start affecting people in the next couple of years. But yeah, it's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, yeah, I bet Amazon will go up. I mean, everything. What's going to be? I don't even know. Y'all know I don't know politics. I don't know. I don't know all the tariff stuff. Michael says, I think from China. Don't you think the cost will be passed on to us? Got to watch our Amazon purchases. Anyways, yeah, clothing, syrup. Buy your maple syrup. Like, do you go through that much maple syrup? We never go through maple syrup, but all the carbs of pancakes and waffles, we're not exactly gobbling all that up. You know what I mean? Hey, Kimberly J. Okay, somebody mentioned yesterday, a Chumpette asked for podcast or tips on manifesting. So if anybody has those, put those in comments, whether you're listening live or listening as a replay. All I could think of was Mel Robbins, because one of my college girls has really gotten into Mel Robbins lately, bought her book. She's listened to her podcast all the time. And I'm like, I mean, Mel Robbins isn't anything new, right? It's the whole let them. Basically, don't give a shit. Your opinion of me is none of my business. But that is easier said than done, right? I mean, it's way too hard to avoid that and to not let things get to you. Our very own Teddy Mellencamp is one of those going through that right now. She just recently posted somebody, I don't know if it was underneath her post or a blog or a Bravo TV or a People magazine, whatever it was. I don't know where it was, but some commenter commented, and I saw it. It wasn't terrible. It was very heartfelt, but it said, oh my God, I feel terrible for Teddy. She's really going through it. Once it gets to metastasizing, in other words, the cancer has spread, it's often terminal. So Teddy ended up seeing that comment. Like I said, again, I don't know where it was posted, but I think when a lot of us comment on social media, even if it's on the famous person's, Instagram, like even if Teddy wrote that and she commented, a lot of us don't really think about that celebrity end up reading your comment and then affecting them. Some of y'all do, because even if I repost something funny that Andy Cohen has posted about his kids, y'all will comment, and some of y'all have even DM'd me really alarming things like that you're trying to tell Andy Cohen. I'm like, honey, the account is called Sarah from Texas Podcast. Like, this is, you're not talking to Andy Cohen. Anyway, so I think some people do think they're talking, but basically, she put out a message and said, look, when y'all post these kinds of things, I know you're trying to be helpful and everything, but I'm trying to be very realistic and stay positive. I do have 3 little kids. The youngest Dove is only 5 years old. So I think the other ones are 10 and 12. They're very young to be going through this. Obviously, her parents are still split up, I'm assuming. They were going through a divorce and separation before the news of this brain cancer. She's been fine. I keep pointing to her back because she's shown the scars. I mean, really big scars on the surgeries that she's done for the melanoma on her back. So, yeah, it's really sad to think that somebody, and like I said, the comment was not bad at all. It was really not malicious and it wasn't gross, but she was just being honest, I guess. And let's be true. A lot of us were saying that yesterday is, look, once you're at stage 4, that's kind of really bad. Anyway, so it's just as hard to hear her say that. Oh, I love that. Honey May. Honey May, are you new? I guess I saw May and I thought you were Mayboo. Because you're in Canada, but Mayboo is in London or England, right? Honey May says, what a beautiful spring day here in Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, right? All the snow is melting. Happy Friday. Oh, I love that. How positive. Yeah, Melissa says, very devastating for Teddy, but that Teddy is even reading that with what she's going through is a bit odd. Yes, she is terminal. So why is she wasting the rest of her time here reading this stuff? I know, but like I said, it's easier said than done. Trust me. When she's reading comments, she's probably assuming they're going to be positive and she wants to like them or say thank you, whatever. So when she read that one in particular, she didn't have a warning that it was going to be so negative. And like I said, it wasn't meant to be negative. I read the comment. It wasn't bad at all. You know what I mean? Oh, first time. Is it Brissa or Brisa? Brisa says, hello, Sarah. First time here live. I'm such a chump, and now I'm obsessed with Sarah from Texas. Oh my God. Shout out. If by the way, if you're a first come on here, make sure you've hit the thumbs up on my YouTube. I would really appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed to me. You hit the notification button, which looks like a little bell. At the bottom in the little scroll that's going on, and in the first comment every day, I put the website for StreamYard, and that's how you can come on with a question or comment. So if you ever want to do that. But welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in a lovely, lovely, lovely group. So I'm so glad that you felt comfortable to comment and let us know that it was your first time. That's true. You're not wrong, Cecile. She's lived social media, so she probably knows that there's going to be negativity also. I know. Anyways, I keep hearing so last night at my birthday dinner, oh my gosh, my friends really gave some incredible presents. This was a set of 4 bracelets from one of them, and one of them says mama on it. If everybody can see those on TikTok. So this all goes together. Another friend got me another bracelet. These are all like stretchy, so super easy to take on and off. I love that. I got some of the Diva laundry detergent that is so fancy, comes from all the fancy boutiques. I got some stuff from what's the Scentsy stuff? I got some Scentsy stuff. I got a gift certificate, one of my favorite places that I get a facial from. I got a nail salon gift certificate. I got a cute purse. I got a gift certificate to Ulta. Oh my gosh, they just showered me. It was really, really, really sweet. I'm the worst. I feel like I am terrible at giving women gifts because I'm like, unless they're into, a sport or a Houston Astros fan, or I know their favorite nail salon, I'm usually like, I just get them a gift card. Like a couple of my friends I know, Saks Fifth Avenue, that is the gift card that I get them for their birthday. Like there's nothing else I can think of. It's basically just passing money back and forth each birthday between us all, but I don't know. Oh my gosh, Mariah Joy, thank you. And same back to you and everyone. You were so loved, Sarah. I hope you remind yourself daily you're a light in this world. We all appreciate your energy. Thank you. And you know what? I wouldn't have this positive energy if I didn't have people in my life that give me positive energy and chumpettes that give me positive energy back. So I love that. Love, love, love. Whooper, where's your daughter going for spring break? No, my birthday was March 24th. I share the same birthday as Jeff Lewis and Shannon Bedore. Yes, I do. Okay. Annoying news. Justin and Blake Lively. Geez Louise, it's so dumb. Like, does Blake Lively not remember that she's the first one to come out and accuse Justin of sexual harassment on the set? And then when he blasted back and had all this proof and facts and texts, and videos and all this other stuff is coming out, Blake doesn't have the best reputation ever. She's never had a great reputation for being super nice. And now she's like trying to take the thing away, and Justin's like, no, that's taking away our First Amendment rights. I'm like, oh my gosh. I love that. Oh, Orlando. Oh, how fun. Melissa says, I hate to admit it, but I share a birthday with Kelly Dodd. I don't even when's y'all's birthday? Because I don't really know when Kelly Dodd's birthday is. Lisa Lewis. Did y'all follow her? She's Lisa Loves Dogs, all caps on TikTok. She is going to start making videos of her 7 puppies, right, Lisa? She posted her first video yesterday at the dentist. 2025 NCAA men's basketball Saturday night at, what does this mean? 6th finger red number 1 seeds, Florida versus Auburn in the second game. Houston versus Duke. I think you're trying to put in emojis, but they're not working on the whatever finger red number. Look at this. Anyways, go Houston. University of Houston, class of 1995. That was me. I'm going to try. Yes. Oh, how sweet. I love that y'all love each other. It's so fun. By the way, we are due, if you're in the Houston area or if you know any other chumpettes in the Houston area, we are due for a get together in person. So I hope that encourages other people to get together. I know people have posted in the Sarah from Texas Facebook group to say, hey, I'm in Ohio or I'm in Florida. If anyone wants to get together, I promise you, if you love getting together on this live, you will absolutely get along in person. Like the people I've been lucky enough to meet and like have coffee with, hang out with, some over the years I've eventually traveled with and done other stuff with. It is so fun. They really are. You can talk forever. I promise you. I promise you. Oh, wait, what? Jordy says Kelly and Rick ain't happy. Their Newsmax stock fell by 80% after they thought they had hit the jackpot on Monday. Oh, so it sounds like they should have sold when it was super high, right? 80%. That's a drop. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, Melissa says, and they were so annoying about their windfall, Rick and Kelly. Well, it's not, my husband will tell me that too. He pays attention to our 401k or his 401k and our stocks. And he'll be like, oh, we made X amount of money today. And I said, oh, did you sell? And he'll go, no. And I go, then we didn't make anything. Like, I mean, that's like if I tell you, oh, I've got $1,000 dress on. No. If I paid $249, it's a $249 dress. It is what it is, what it cost, right? Anyways. Oh, I love that. Lisa says, I'm so happy that Sarah will be watching the big games with her husband and friends. Yes, it will be fun. Okay, we talked a little bit about the private school vouchers earlier. By the way, anything y'all want to ask or comment on or question, obviously you can hit the button and come on live, or you can put it in comments. If not, we're just going to talk about whatever I come up with. But I'm thrilled to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about too. Bev says, are you by the pool, Michael? I'm going to be by the pool a little bit this weekend, if the weather's good anyways, because we've got a light weekend except for tomorrow night. So I'm excited. Well, I haven't looked at my Sunday plans. I have no idea what's going on Sunday. Jordy says they couldn't sell them because they were options given to Rick internally by the company. So they had to hold them for an amount of time till they were vested. Yes, we have friends that have money like that where it's like my husband, his company doesn't give him jack shit. Every ounce of retirement money that we've ever done is what we've done. Or when I worked at Fox Sports for those 7.5 years, what I contributed those 7.5 years. Anyways, but we know of people that have stocks and it's like they'll rise and fall, but it doesn't really affect them because they've got like these blackout dates that they can't sell anyways. Lisa's TikTok name is Lisa. Why don't you put that in comments too? Lisa from Kentucky's TikTok is Lisa Loves Dogs, all caps, if that matters. Oh, there it is. Lisa Loves Dogs. I'll put it on the screen too. Okay. We talked about the private school vouchers and, how that'll affect at least Texas. I don't know if other states have passed that or not, but it's a big deal here. A lot of teachers are definitely not happy with our Governor Abbott. But we are seeing all over the news teachers having inappropriate relationships with students. I saw a story on TMZ recently where a teacher had tried to get a student to murder her husband. I'm like, we are really crossing the line here. Like, seriously, like we're getting a little too, like teachers and kids do not, gone are the days. I never had this happen, but back in the day, a baseball coach, maybe at high school, might take a kid home after school. You can't do any of that stuff anymore. Like Ixnay, you can't do any of that stuff. So, you can't follow teachers on social media. They're not supposed to follow their kids back. They have to be very careful what they post on social media, what they do in real life. There's a lot of that, but there seems to be a lot about a rabbi. No. Melissa said, did you hear about the rabbi arrested in Dallas this week? No, but in Houston, what is the name of the church? Oh my gosh, it's a huge church here. Oh gosh, it's on 45. I cannot think of the name of it. It's kind of like 45 in the Beltway. It's got a big cross. No, not the one with the cross. That's another church. Anyways, it's the other church. It's a big church. And one of their big guys, one of their big pastors is all over the news for something really bad. So, ugh, it's ill. Ooh, I don't wanna Google it. I don't wanna know. La, 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 I don't wanna know. What I do wanna know is Southern Charm. It's the season 10 reunion. I think it's 2 parts. I don't know if it was gonna be a part 3. I definitely know there's 2 parts. If I haven't watched Southern Charm in years, but I somewhat know the stories, is it were the reunions worth it? Like, should I watch? I did record them. I just need to see if I should waste my time watching or not. I mean, I love watching Madison. Um, my niece is which school? Wait, the the one that was just arrested? Melissa says my niece was going to send her boys to his school starting in the fall, but I'm assuming she's not now. Oh, Christina, Lisa started following you on TikTok. Thank you, Christina. Twin brothers. I don't know what that means. Whooper says, yeah, but do not try to take my kid anywhere after sports or whatever. I know, because you can't trust. Oh, it's a Jewish school in Dallas. Wow. Um, that's awful. That's awful. Because then all these parents, might have to be finding another school for their kids to go to, right? Crazy. I just found a random hair, like a long hair on the inside of my left thigh, and now I'm playing with it, trying to pick it off. Can you? Like I just happen to feel it. Oh my gosh. Bev says, Lisa, are you on Instagram with your animals? Because Andy called Craig out about his lying. It was great. Craig is so delusional. Oh, I like Craig though. I know. I like the boys, as Andy Cohen calls them. Shep is such a loser, but I don't know. I really like him. I don't know. Oh, Ryan says Southern Charm is good, but the fights always seem staged. I feel like with Southern Charm, wasn't that the show that years ago Vanderpump Rules was ending, and then all of a sudden they did one of those where it just kind of goes to commercial, just like they did Beverly Hills ended and they just kind of went to commercial and Vanderpump Rules started. We were like, wait, what is this? I feel like Vanderpump Rules was ending or one of those shows, and all of a sudden it was all these people and Stassi was there, and I think it was Southern Charm, right? Is that the movie? Is that the TV show? And so I watched it for a little bit, but clearly it was just kind of they were just trying to throw people together as if she was friends with them, but I don't really think she was friends with them. But I feel like they all, again, reality TV, they just kind of all know the game, and they were younger and they just kind of knew the social media part. I mean, they've all done it. They've all been very successful. They've got podcasts and shows and products and, their social media. So they know what they're doing. Oh, Lisa got kicked off of Instagram. Okay. Oh, that was Summer House. No, you're right. That makes sense. Summer House, not Southern Charm. Summer House has been around even longer than Southern Charm, right? But Southern Charm was on season 10 of the reunion. Yeah, it was Summer House. God, it's so, so long ago. My goodness. So long ago. Okay, White Lotus season finale is this Sunday. I'm definitely going to be watching that. It's over an hour. I don't think it's quite an hour and a half, but I think it's between an hour. I wonder how many people are going to die. Okay, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched season 3 of The White Lotus, don't listen for the next couple of minutes. When episode spoiler alert, The White Lotus, at the very beginning, episode 1, they show you hear gunshots, so something is going, like a terrorist, something is going down at this at the spa, the wellness resort. So thank you, Christina. Number 4 of your TikTok. Oh, awesome. Southern Charm was before Summer House. Okay, I can't even keep up with them all. Wow, there's so many shows. It is like, oh my God, 90, not 90, if y'all say TLC. Since Jeff Lewis wasn't on, my walk got cut short a little bit. I had TLC on, and Dr. Pimple Popper was, well, no, I had my recordings, what I'd recorded on my TV. and Dr. Pimple Popper showed up. I'm like, "Oh, is that a new season? Like, I haven't seen anything promoted, whatever." It's something called The Zit or This Is Zit. I think it's like the second or third episode I've seen. I love Dr. Pimple Popper, so don't come at me. I love Dr. Pimple Popper. Love it, love it, love it. But it seems like it's like a revamped, almost like they've taken some behind the scenes or some of the people that didn't go down. Oh, okay. Sarah, I will give you a thumbs up. We are done talking about the white. Okay, real quick about the White Lotus. I'm not going to give you a thumbs up yet. The White Lotus, they showed, so we know somebody's going to get shot. So I'm wondering if it's going to be one person or more people. Anyway, so let's not talk about the White Lotus anymore. Okay, now Sarah, now you can talk about, we won't talk about it anymore. Jackie says, need to watch Married to Medicine. It has it all. I only watched like the first or second season of it. I liked it. I liked thinking about, a doctor, your OB, especially your gynecologist, like having a life and a husband and, drama and the friends and all of that, being rich and what have you. Because I don't really think about my gynecologist that way. So I did like it. I just, there's just so much stuff on. Michael Riley says, I like Married to Medicine. But this Dr. Pimple Popper, it's like, they must be like taking like the best of, or like some things I feel like, oh, I've seen that. Like today, this single dad has like a 9-year-old daughter. She's very sweet. And he has like this lipoma, which is like, if you watch Dr. Pimple Popper, you know what a lipoma is. The juicy, yellow, fatty balls, not a cyst that is usually like gray or mashed potato-y colored of a big bump. So another girl had one of these right here on her head. She was 40 years old. She'd had it for 25 years. So since she was 15 years old. I mean, a lot of people have these medical issues that are physically debilitating. They're painful. They cause, headaches. They cause pain and prevents them from working, prevents them from going out. They're embarrassed, or, their kids are embarrassed, whatever. They're got lots of issues, and they'll have them for like 10, 20 years. A lot of them just don't have insurance, which makes me sad that they can't get these things fixed. You know what I mean? Anyways, I love Dr. Pimple Popper. Yes, I do too. I used to watch it on YouTube whenever she had it. Bev says, I quit watching all the Bravo shows. Sarah keeps us posted on what's going on, so it's the best of both worlds. Oh, I love that. And I mean, I try to watch them, but geez Louise, there's a lot of shows. I can't keep up with Below Deck. There became so many. It was Below Deck Mediterranean, Below Deck. Oh, geez Louise, it was so many. I need to be ready, like anticipating a show. And that's the problem, especially with TLC. Geez Louise, they just bombard you with 90 Day Fiance. It's like the pillow talk, the after show, the 30-minute pre-show, the tell-alls are 3. I mean, the shows are 2 hours long. It's a freaking job. I'm like, good Lord. No, I think I would have heard about that. Bev says, Cecile, did Captain Sandy get fired? No, I think they love Captain Sandy, don't they? Don't they? Yeah. Kimberly J says, I took a break for a while. I'm back, but I wait till the end of the season so I can binge. Oh, but doesn't it all get spoiled for you on the social media? Like, seriously. Captain Lee definitely got, I don't know if he was fired or just not. I don't know. I thought everyone loved Captain Lee. I thought Andy liked Captain Lee. Like, I don't know. Maybe he was a real dickhead off screen. I don't know. Oh, what else did I write down? Kanye West. Oh my gosh. Have you heard? He's got a new album coming out. The names of the songs are like Cosby is one of them. Something about Hitler. One of them is called Bianca, and it's so dumb. It's basically, he uses the B word about his wife that has left him, says he wants her back. Now, these are only songs, but it is Kanye, so, we can't know that it's the truth, but whatever. He basically, in the song, he says something like, she wanted to lock me up like in a hospital, but I'm not crazy. I just don't see the world the right way. And called her a B and says she wants her to come back to her. And I'm like, well, that's maybe not the way to get him to come back. You know what I mean? Yeah, Kanye West. Good Lord. And then for him saying the other day that, he never wanted to have kids with Kim. It's like, your kids are 11, or one of them is 11 years old now. She is all over social media. She's hearing this. She's already heard her dad say, I didn't want to have kids with you. Like, I think he's already alluded to the fact that he wanted her to have an abortion. Now, some of their kids were born via surrogate, so that's no accident. Like, what do you mean you didn't want to have kids? Like, I know I know Kim Kardashian is pretty ballsy, but I guess you would like to think that a husband and wife both made those decisions to, have a kid via surrogacy, right? Oh, Sarah says, Married at First Sight Australia has the best cliffhangers. I'm always desperate for the next episode. Oh, and they don't let you, it's like comes out at a week at a time. See, a lot of these shows you can binge there's pros and cons. Like, I think they've got to find a way to somehow even combine, like me as a company. Here's my idea. Me as a company, go to Netflix and go to Hulu and go to what are they all? Max, and go to Amazon Prime, all the streamers that make new content, and come up with a plan to have one login, one everything, and then get everything at a little bit of a tiny discount instead of paying for everything, or kind of a big discount. I mean, geez, this Disney Plus was trying to charge me $169 for the year the other day. And I had to text the family chat and be like, look, I'm deleting this. Like, I'm not paying for $169 a year. We pay $29 a year, a month, $29 a month for our Netflix. And I don't even know if we can get that down. Like, remember when everyone was paying a different price for Netflix? Just like everyone, I feel like, just like last night, so 3 of us drove together last night. There was 6 others in another car. And then in another car was about 3 or 4 of them. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There was like 9 or 12, 11 or 12 of us last night. But I was taking 2 of my friends home. And one of them, we started talking because they're cutting fiber in her neighborhood. And they just finished cutting fiber in our subdivision. So I said, oh, great. Now I got to decide to switch from Xfinity that claims they're highest and the best service and the best, fastest everything. And so I told her I was paying $119. She's paying $95. So now I need to call Xfinity and be like, hey, lower my price. But it's same with Sirius XM. Everyone pays a different price. So annoying. DirecTV, I'm paying $250 normally after the taxes and fees. But when baseball season, we pay for the baseball package, and that's like $270 something because they break it up over 6 months for you just so you don't have a heart attack paying for the baseball package. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's good. I watch a lot of shows during the day. I have the opportunity to because my kids and husband go to work and school. Jackie says, I watch all of my shows on the weekends. It's even though I heard what has happened. I mean, sometimes I'll watch a show or listen to a podcast just because other people are talking about it. So sometimes the little video clips, the little sneaks that people post, the little clips get me to watch something, even if I wasn't watching it. Oh, good. I do it every September. I've got it in my phone. Cecile says, I got my husband's Sirius radio negotiated down 2 days ago. So we pay $15 for 2 cars without Howard Stern. We got that taken off for 2 cars, if that makes sense. So that's what we pay. So I think that's good. $15 a month for 2 of us. TBS. Oh, I never even think of that channel. Topper says TBS is airing season 1 of Hacks. I watched the first episode last night after Matlock. I like to see, this is the problem with Hacks and all these shows. I end up forgetting about them, and they'll often go like a year between the seasons. Well, then I've forgotten what freaking streaming they were on. And if I don't have sometimes, we're a family of 7. You can't have a different profile on every single one. And so sometimes if I watch something on my husband's profile, if I hit the button that says like check, like my stuff or whatever, well, he might get the notification. And if I don't tell him I was watching that, because a lot of times when I would watch Hacks, it was at the gym on the treadmill. I would watch Hacks. This was all during the pandemic. I started Hacks. I tried to watch the show that was about, oh gosh, what's her name? She ends up having a miscarriage. It's about the one that would flip-flop between the two best friend girls that were adults, but they would flip-flop between them as kids, like when they were growing up and younger and all that, whatever that show was. But, there's so many shows, and then I would forget about them. So then the second season would come out, and I'm like, I've already forgotten it. You're paying $10 a month? Is that for one? Okay, I'm paying 15 for two, so I think that's good. Oh, it's only on your phone. Oh, we have it in our cars. We do have it in our cars, which we do listen to, especially if we go on a trip that, we like having that. Michael Riley pays $2.89 for cable internet and HBO Max. Oh, that's actually good, isn't it? We have HBO also. Does Max come for free with HBO? Because I think it does, but yet I think at one point they were trying to charge me for Max. I really need to look at my bills closer when they come in. I'm terrible at that. I caught one of my kids months ago. They had put little sneaky McSneaky. They had attached our credit card to their Apple Pay, and one of them that's away at college. So when I would see it, it would say the city of the college. And I would think, oh, that must have been one of the times that me or my husband or both of us were up visiting. I would literally get, because you get the credit card bill and it's so obnoxious, or mine is, because I do put everything on there, but I like to get the rewards points, right? The money from Citibank, from Costco. But anyways, it's delayed. So then it's like, you're getting a bill, say March 5th. It's due March 20th, and it's got stuff on there from February. So I just can't remember. I'm terrible looking at that. LTD says, I do YouTube TV. It's $83 a month, and Verizon for your internet is only $35. Okay, I'm paying way too much. Okay, what are y'all paying for internet? Because I am paying $119 a month for Xfinity. Yes. I mean, it's smart, but gosh dang it, I didn't catch it for forever. Mike O'Reilly says, don't you hate when your kids sneak that? It's unbelievable. I've had my fair share of that. Yeah. And of the 5, not all 5 would ever do it. You know what I mean? You always got that one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just like one of my kids the other day said, for the graduation coming up in May, she said, send me all the flight times. Send me when y'all land. Send me when you leave on Sunday. I want to make an Excel spreadsheet for all of our activities and dinners and everything and making reservations. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, Jackie says, I'm paying the same for Comcast, which is Xfinity. Comcast and Xfinity are the same thing. Cecile says, I think the internet is $60. Okay, that's still good for cable, though. We need to get rid of DirecTV. I think it's probably the most expensive thing ever. Kimberly J is paying $110 for Xfinity. Okay, so about the same. Oh, Elle says HBO is Max, but I mean, I can watch HBO on TV. Isn't there a channel HBO? I mean, I never watch it. And then Max is the app, right? That we watch on our phone, actually, or our TV. You probably need to cancel and reorder. Just check the price difference. You might be grandfathered into that price. I mean, I have had DirecTV every month without fail since the late 90s. I got it in 1995, but my company, DirecTV, was paying for it because they had like these free subscriptions, and they gave me one because they knew I had to watch all of my regional sports channels at DirecTV for work, or that was an option. I could check on them, and you couldn't do that if you just had cable. You only get your one sports network. So it was a way for me to get it. So I got that for like, gosh, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, but then they eventually took them away, but we've just kept it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right. Mayboo says, I noticed the other day that I'm still paying my son's computer PSN each month, and he's 26 and moved out. Oh yeah. They're going to be like, shh. They're like, oh, somebody's paying. And I think honestly, he's 26. He probably just assumes it's free. Like, these kids don't even know what things cost anymore. Like, it's crazy. I was with my mentee this morning. She's a 5th grader, and we always play, uh, or lately, we used to play Uno a lot. But anyways, we were chatting while we were playing Hangman. And I said something about what something cost. And I was like, do you even know what that cost? And she was like, no. And I'm like, I know, you're 5th grade. Like, you don't even think about what stuff costs. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Sarah says, not missing Jeff. You were entertaining enough on your own. How sweet. Thank you. Yes. Oh my God. That's a great idea. Sarah says, sounds like you need to get one of your kids to do a spreadsheet of the TV channel costs and apps. How much do we all thinking we're spending on our reality TV habit? I don't even know. I don't even want to know. I don't think I want to know. Anyways, oh my gosh. Like, there's so many because there'll be like one channel, Apple TV, Hulu. Like, we've had Netflix since it came out. We've gotten Amazon Prime because it's always included because we have Amazon Prime, the thing where we get the easy shipping, which is not always easy shipping now. Have y'all noticed that they do a lot of products that say, oh, with a $25 or more purchase, well, it'll be something that I want for like $9.99 or $7.99. And I'm like, no, I can't think of anything else that I want right now. And then I'll think of it tomorrow. Jeez Louise. I've got this annual Easter event that a friend puts on. It's so fun. But we do an adult egg hunt. So we get eggs and put stuff in there. So I was trying to find things to put in the eggs because we need to bring a dozen. And I was finding beauty stuff like chapsticks, lotions, like travel size things that I could put in these bigger eggs. But everything I wanted was that $25 whatever. And I was like trying to add stuff up to get to that. And it would be like $24.98. I mean, it was some weird whatever. So finally I think it was $19.99 and it was under free shipping. It was under Amazon Prime, just normal. These manifesting heart rocks. So they're rocks in all different colors that were like to rub, like for anxiety, it said, calmness, whatever. So I'm going to put these little hearts inside the eggs. I thought that was cute because it doesn't have to be beauty stuff. It could be anything. Elle says, I flip-flop between services and binge watch my shows, then switch, especially if there's a deal. I mean, between 7 of us, there's always somebody watching something. So that's the only benefit. You know what I mean? It does. It makes me spend $25. So on some of the products, it will say $25 or more for free shipping to get it. I have to spend that much. I think Bev says that doesn't apply to you, Sarah. If you're a member, you get free shipping. I don't know. I feel like that's what my Amazon says the last, 6 months or a year. Oh, Dee says we would do adult egg hunts with plastic eggs with shots of liquor in them. Yes, LTD says shipping with Amazon isn't what it used to be. But sometimes, like these little hearts that I'm getting, they're going to be delivered tonight between 5 and 10 p.m. Well, I don't need them till Tuesday. I mean, this stuff must be like around the corner. I'm like, where are these manifesting heart rocks? Like they're just at this Amazon building somewhere near me. Like it's crazy. Anyways, Michael Riley says, yeah, you have to be careful on Amazon. I have Prime, but sometimes there's a shipping fee. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. Yeah, I've seen that too. Or it'll say shipping $2.99 and then they'll take it off. And I'm like, well, then why are you even taking it off? Like, what are you doing? But some of the stuff I was ordering today, everything said $25 or more. And it doesn't say that on everything. Most everything says Prime. I know it should be free. That's for not, but trust me, I'm a member forever. Oh, what does that say? Lisa, I requested to come on TikTok, but I don't bring anyone up except on YouTube because if not, YouTube is what goes up as a podcast and then nobody can hear anything if they come up on TikTok or whatever. So it gets a little tricky. Pootie Cat says the only thing I've come across on Amazon that charges you $25 is for overnight shipping. I don't know. I'll take a picture of it and post on my Instagram. I don't know. Yes, it's like a separate marketplace, Cecile says. Yeah, it's crazy because I don't put in the what do you call it? The little search definition thing that's Prime stuff only. If I did that, it would only show me stuff that was gonna be free shipping with Prime. Anyways, does anyone wanna come on with a question or comment? If you're on YouTube, just click that stream right there. Yeah, Nick James says, "I think it depends on who the vendor is for the product. Not everything has free shipping or Prime." Um, I know. I'm that is my goal in 2025. Now that my kids are getting a little bit older, it's a little bit easier to focus. Dee says, "You definitely need to look over your viewing bills. You might be paying for things you don't need or want." For sure. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we've just let something stay on our I'm being charged $5 a month for what's the app called? It's for when my kids learn how to drive. It is to get their permit. I can't think of the app name. All 5 of my kids have done it, but my husband does parent taught. So my husband teaches my kids how to drive. But that we must have signed up. There must have been some box checked, and it's an extra $5 fee month that is like for to come tow your car or something like that. I don't want that. I don't need that. I've already got other stuff. Our insurance will come out and tow us. We pay for the gold package on the app where you find each other. I mean, I don't need 3 different options for a towing or a, car service thing, whatever. It's so crazy. So crazy. What is that app called? Yes, it's so annoying because they all just automatically charge you for stuff. And you just, I mean, there's 7 of us. So my only saving grace is everything is trying to be on one credit card this year. I'm trying to earn all my points on my Costco credit card because that is what gives me a big fat check at the end of the year. So I figured, you know what, I already had so many points on Southwest, and I thought, why get Southwest points? Like I can just get this check and put that money in the bank. Then I don't have to use it on flights. You know what I mean? And thank goodness, the Georgia daughter is graduating. So I'll be done paying her to fly home, paying her to fly to Austin for her boyfriends to see him, for her boyfriend's, frat formals and everything, Christmas, spring break, everything. So won't have to pay for those flights anymore. Ooh, oh, I love that. Wait. Also, I'm really bad at realizing that I can use my Southwest points on other stuff. Michael Riley says, I turned a whole bunch of Southwest points into $50 honey baked ham gift certificates. Oh, you had so many points. It was insane. See, I spend them as I use them. Or as I earn them. Dee says you have a bigger check with all the money you'll be saving by canceling all that you don't need. That is very true. Yes, that is very true. Now I want honey baked ham. That sounds so good. I don't know what we're going to do for dinner. Although I had a very late lunch, so I'm not really hungry. My daughter had wanted a baked potato, a beef baked potato, like with chopped beef. I don't even know what made her think of it. I don't think she's ever ordered this. We get barbecue, I don't know, maybe once a month, every 4 to 6 weeks when we have friends over in the backyard. And we always get like pounds of meat and the sides. We never get baked potatoes. And for some reason she came and I was like, oh, I can go buy the baked potatoes from my Walmart order, put them in the microwave. I Googled how to make a baked potato in the oven. By the way, it is 4 minutes on one side. You got to poke it with forks and then 4 minutes on the other side. And it was perfection. And then I went to the barbecue restaurant that we always get barbecue from, and I had them just chop up the brisket and they put the sauce on the side. So she never even ate it. I did that and she never even ate it. And then today there was one baked potato left because I ended up eating the baked potato with it. She never did. She had allergies really bad though. Remember the last couple of weeks? So she was so congested. I don't think food was really, she wasn't super hungry. Didn't want that heavy of a meal for one thing. But I made it today and I went up to the barbecue place and got a 1/4 pound of that meat. It was so good. Sarah says, talking and manifesting podcast. Does anyone have any podcast or book suggestions for financial stuff? How to make and maximize and organize everything. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, definitely tell us. whether you're listening live or listening as a replay. Any manifesting podcasts, any manifesting books, or even people to the best people to follow maybe on Instagram. There's so many people that put out really insightful, positive information about manifesting, but financial stuff for sure. Any podcast information or book suggestions. I mean, I don't listen to anyone, but I'm so cheap. I think I'm my own, ew, ew. I have never in my life. Lisa says, I'm having tomato soup with a spoonful of peanut butter stirred in it. Tomatoes and peanut butter. Nope. Have to admit, never thought of that. But what you sent me on TikTok, she sent me a picture of this crispy bread that was chopped up into tiny little quarters, and it was made with this tomato soup. And she was like, I'm going to make this with my leftover cheesy bread. And I'm like, oh my God, that looks so good. Oh, Lisa, you can come on here though if you want to. I just don't bring people on Instagram or TikTok because it messes, everyone can't hear it. I'll have to go sub. Sub. I don't know what that means. Anyways, okay, well, have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for joining live. If you're listening as a replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure to comment. I would really, really appreciate it. Obviously, make sure you're subscribed to me everywhere. And I'll be back Monday. If you're a subscriber on Instagram, we are doing a Zoom. So don't look for Instagram Live. We will do a Zoom where everyone can see each other, everyone can talk. It is so much more fun to do a Zoom. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will put the link on my Instagram story, and then I will also put it in the subscriber private chat. Not everybody that is a subscriber has joined the optional subscriber chat. It is so much more fun. A lot of people like that it's just us chatting, but I will put it on both things about 5 minutes before it starts this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I will see you there. Okay. Bye, Chumpettes.